Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here at my next Legend of Korra news update. First time I've actually done one of these in a while where it's literally just a video about the news update. Because obviously with Book 4 airing, there really hasn't been much news to go on. The new comic series hasn't been announced yet and stuff like that. So really it's just been like me talking about tiny little bits of news and then give my speculations. But this time around a bit of news is built up and it's definitely worth doing another video during the week. Also helps that Star Wars Rebels is off for the holiday season. I won't be back until the new year, so it gives me a free kind of video in the middle of the week. But anyway, yeah, news. So, first bit of news would be that Legend of Korra Book 4 Balance finale, according to Nickelodeon, is going to premiere online, obviously, on December 19th. So obviously this is a Friday. And this means that that's when the finale is going to be. That's the series finale and the Book 4 finale itself. Same thing, episode 113 obviously as well. But what this means though, if you actually work out, like we're getting episode 9 this Friday, count the days, it means that when you come to the December 19th, that would have been the day, like if they just did them weekly, that episode 12 would air. But there's 13 episodes in the season, so that means that realistically, December 19th is going to be a two-part finale for Book 4 Balance. Which makes sense given that most of the finales have been kind of two-parters that they've done, so that would make complete sense. Now, we don't have confirmation that this is fully the case. They just said that currently their plan is that the finale is going to be on December 19th. It makes sense because if they just continue to do it a week later, that means the series would finish on December 26th, which, given that it's online, I don't really see much of a problem with, but I can definitely see the reason why they maybe wouldn't want to air it the day after Christmas, just because it maybe wouldn't get the attention that it otherwise would. But December 19th looks to be the day they're going for. And look, it's going to be a sad day, obviously, the end of Korra overall, and for many, probably in their opinion, the end of Avatar on TV, which, is still up in the air. We still don't know what the full situation is, but it probably doesn't look that great at this point. But still, should be really exciting. We've only got a couple weeks to go. That means we've got episode 9 this week, then 10, then 11, and then 12, 13 probably the next time around. So 4 basically viewings of Korra to go, 5 episodes, so should be pretty exciting nonetheless. Other news, Book 4 Balance is coming to TV this Friday as well. They're going to start, Nicktoons are going to start to air Book 4 Balance on TV starting obviously this Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I assume. So that's fine. Honestly, it's weird. If you told me this really soon after the announcement that Korra is moving digital, I maybe would have been more excited about it. But I don't really care that Korra is coming back to TV now, because in 4 weeks we're going to have the whole show out, and for everyone who's been keeping up with it, we'll have all of the episodes. It's doing well on TV doesn't matter anymore, really. And if it doesn't do well, it's Nickelodeon's fault that it's not doing well, because they only decided to make this decision now. As an international viewer of Korra as well, being from Ireland, this also doesn't matter to me, because I can't watch it on TV unless I catch someone live streaming it. And why would I do that when the episodes will be online already? I don't know how many episodes they're going to do each week. I think they said 1, but maybe it's going to be 2 or 3. I'm not really sure. Maybe they just about catch up with the TV viewings by the time the finale comes around. I'm not really sure what the plan is. But yeah, this would have been a big deal, but right now it's just not. I'd like to be able to recommend people to tune into the TV broadcast as well if you're in America and have Nickelodeon, give Nickelodeon the ratings. But after the stunt they pulled with the budget cut leading to what happened with last episode, I'm kind of I can't really recommend anyone do much to support Nickelodeon with regards to TV ratings and stuff like that. Yes, I kind of want to like people to support Korra and stuff like that, but support it by watching it online or something like that. Watch the show, talk online about how much you love it, but talk about it despite what Nick is doing. Not that, like, Nickelodeon's great for allowing this show to be on their channel, just, you know, Nickelodeon nearly didn't took the show off their channel. It's one of these situations where it's just like, wow, Nickelodeon have just done such a great job at turning the whole fandom against them. Like, realistically, they probably got a lot of people back on their side with, like, okay, cool, this digital viewing. It's not maybe ideal, but it works out for most people that the show goes digitally. People get to see it a lot earlier. There's less stress about, oh, the premieres at this time, I have to be free at this time. You can just watch it whenever. But all of these things are just added back together now with this budget cut, completely turned the fandom against them, and they completely deserve all of the hatred pretty much from the fandom that their Nickelodeon is getting, because just why would you do this to like your best show? It really is kind of a brainless decision from Nickelodeon, and definitely leaves you really worried about the future of Avatar going forward. But yep, let's move on to the next piece of news. As I've been saying for the last couple of news videos, Legend of Korra Book 3 Change on DVD and Blu-ray is going to be out December 2nd, so that's only like 6 days away now, I think, so that should be pretty exciting. I have my one pre-ordered. I don't know when it'll be here. Probably around, I hope to get it before Christmas. I know it's obviously coming in from America, but I'd hope it gets here before Christmas, and I'll obviously, as ever, do a review on my channel when it does arrive. And yeah, I'll just talk about the extras and stuff like that, give some general thoughts on Book 3 Change and stuff like that, so definitely check that out. We obviously have heard some things about the extras. We know there's going to be audio commentaries for all of the episodes on the Blu-ray. The DVD is only going to get 4 as ever, probably episodes 1, 2, 12 and 13. As sad as that is, and then some extra features, maybe one on the villains and something like that. I'm really not sure what exactly they're going to do. I'd like to see them put Republic City Hustle on the DVD. That would be nice, but who really knows what's going on? So yeah, that's pretty much all the news. I'll just quickly update you guys on the podcast. Podcast is going to be this Sunday. It's going to be the Korra Roundtable podcast for Beyond the Wilds, which is going to air obviously on Friday. We'll discuss that on Sunday, and yeah, hopefully it'll be returned to form. Even though I felt that, even though there wasn't a massive amount to episode 8, we still managed to give it a pretty good discussion. And yeah, you can definitely check out that podcast on the site, avatarthelastairbender.online.com, or Korra Roundtable for K408, and obviously K409 is going to be this Sunday. So that's the plan, and yeah, we'll probably be planning some stuff about podcasts we're going to be doing as kind of Korra comes to an end, with regards to, like, obviously the Book 4 Balance Awards are going to be something we're doing on the site, so voting for that, we're going to start organising that over the next few weeks, and the voting will begin as soon as basically Book 4 Balance ends, and then we'll have a podcast where we reveal the results as ever. On the site, we'll have stuff like a Book 4 Balance trivia going on. That will be probably like a week or two after Book 4 Balance comes to an end. And yeah, then we'll be just deciding stuff on like the future of the podcast. I have some ideas. I just have to put it through, basically discuss it with the other podcast hosts. And we'll probably be talking about that as we get into the final few Korra roundtables, and obviously we have episode 100 of the regular shows coming up almost immediately after that, so a lot of big things happening. But yeah, that's right now pretty much all the news that's right now, because what else is there coming? The Book 3 Change art book and the Rift hardcover edition aren't out until next year. I think it's January for the Book 3 Change art book, and then February for the Rift hardcover, so I'll be talking more about those. Obviously I will be getting them next year as we get kind of closer to the date, and kind of get some I think we're getting a preview of that art book fairly soon as well. And I suppose the big piece of news that we're still wondering about is, when are they going to announce what the next comic series is? Because usually we, at this point, we finished the Rift, we're just waiting for the next comic series to be announced. At this point, we probably would have already known the cover for part 1, maybe even the cover for part 2, but for sure we'd probably have like a preview almost by now, really. I know when every series ends, there's usually like probably a month longer break than usual. It's usually like 5 months before the next one comes out once the series ends. But it would have been announced way before now. So solicitations for Dark Horse have already gone past February. So realistically, the book is not going to be out anytime before that. So it's looking like it's either going to be like March onwards, and even then we don't know. We know that work has been done on this for a while, obviously, but not really sure what's going on. I assume what's been done is that I think there's two more comic series planned that for sure are planned, and what they're going to probably do is, this is the second batch of comics, and so they spend a little bit longer planning these ones out, and so that's why there's been like a delay. But I assume maybe in the next month or two they'll have to announce this, because I would think that they would want to capitalize on the fact that Korra is coming to an end, its big series finale, and have this announcement that, look, even though Korra is ending on TV, there's still these comics continuing on Avatar overall, so definitely check that out. And that would really fit in well with this announcement of these kind of next batch of comics and maybe some other merchandise and stuff like that. So I can definitely see some big announcement coming up in the next couple of weeks anyway. Maybe it'll be next year before it happens, but realistically, for it to have the impact it needs, it would want to be before the end of the year, before Korra actually ends, or immediately after it. So, yeah, that's been the news and my thoughts on some other stuff. But yeah, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.